What up, y'all? Today we're in Languedoc and we're having a GSM blend. Let's get it. What up, winos? Happy Wine Wednesday. I am your host, J-Ton Gunter, owner of Grapes and Sand Publishing, and I'm ready to drink some wine today. Hey, what up, y'all? I cannot wait to get into this bottle with you. Happy Wine Wednesday. Before I do, just so you know, stay tuned for the end of this video. I have some announcements to let you know about, and I'm excited to do that. But let's get into the wine. That's what we're here for. Today, we're talking about the Gerard Bertrand, one of the biggest names in France, out of the Languedoc area, Languedoc region, 2019. This is called his Kosmos blend, and this is a GSM, so it's Grenache Syrah Mourvedre blend. You guys can see that label. So we got 40% Grenache, 40% Syrah, and then 20% Mourvedre here. And so let's see what's going on. I have been a fan of Gerard Bertrand for a long time. He's a big name, but he's a big name that also produces really quality wine, in my opinions. In my opinion, I should say. Had a lot of his wines in the past, and balance-wise, they just tend to hit the mark for me. Of course, everything that someone does is not always perfect, but to me, if you're looking for a reasonably priced, balanced wine from France, this is a good way to go. He normally has a lot of wines out in the Rhone in southern France area. That's where a lot of his wines come from, if not all his wines. But yeah, if you haven't had one of his wines before, hopefully this opens a door for you guys to try stuff. It is the 888, is also the name here. So it's Kosmos 888 version of this heritage blend. So let's get right into it. On the nose. So what I'm getting on the nose immediately is this kind of like cranberry and spice. That's what's immediately jumping out for me, is cranberry and spice. There's also a secondary of like a little bit of a truffle note going on here too, which I'm digging. I like that truffle note. There's also like that spice. I'm starting to pinpoint it a little bit more. I'm getting a little like kind of like a cardamom spice going on here too. I'm getting two different types of flowers here. I'm getting rose petal, but I'm also getting violets here too. I just opened up this bottle, by the way, too. There's a bit of white pepper here. More of a secondary note. Red cherry. And they also like maybe like a little bit of new leather. Let's go ahead and taste and see if everything's translating to the palate. Stay tuned. Wine Wednesday will be right back. I am currently on this journey to be the best version of myself every single day, and I don't always get there, but one thing that helps is meditation. I believe meditation is a form of self-love and also self-regulation. If you're into wellness gear like this, please go to my online store and check it out. Cheers. Now back to the show. This wine is quite angular, which I like. This has some age on it, 6 years. And it still has like kind of like an angular approach to your palate. I mean, honestly, if I would have tasted this without knowing the year, I would say this is a little younger than it is. So this also makes me think that this can probably age a little bit. I like its approach to the palate. I like the acid here. Let's actually let me break down the structure of this wine really quick. Nice dryness in my gums. Sorry. This wine is a medium plus wine as far as body. Finishes medium plus. Acid's medium plus, kind of on that kind of on the line right there. I would say it's more medium plus. So I'm gonna give acid medium plus here. Tannin's medium, but almost on the medium plus range, but I'm going to stay at medium, but like at the top side of medium. Let's talk about the fruit. Definitely cranberry and cherry up front. Mostly cranberry. Gets into like more of a cherry thing going on in the mid palate that extends to the finish. There's also maybe like a little bit of an underripe plum here too that I wasn't catching before on the nose, but there's like a little bit of like an underripe plum here. Some other things going on here that I'm liking is like in the kind of second or third quarter, you start getting this like little bit of like herbal green herbs and also like a little bit of like a vegetal note going on there, which I like. As it gets into the third quarter to the finish, that spice is definitely there. I'm getting that cardamom, but I'm also getting a little bit of like a white pepper on the finish. This is complex. It's delicious. It does everything it needs to do correctly. It's very well balanced for a medium plus wine from Languedoc. I like it. I like it a lot. And I highly recommend it. If I'm scoring this wine, I'm probably going to go 88 plus. I'll go 88 plus. 88, 888. Sorry. I saw that on the label. 88 plus, sorry. And I'd highly recommend this wine. If I'm pairing it with things, I think like maybe like a burger would do really good. I think you could pair this with vegetables. Like maybe like a roasted like poultry, maybe roasted like turkey or something like that. I think this would go really well with, or even chicken. This is good. I like it. 88 plus, and yeah, I highly recommend it if you can get your hands on this bottle. Other than that, I gotta let you know, if you're into food, content for food, if you're into wine, or if you're into any kind of literature, writing, published like books, period, you should be subscribing to my newsletter. I'm putting a lot of work into this newsletter, and you don't have to pay anything for it if you don't want to. It's free. The content that you're getting is really awesome content for free. But if you want to pay $5 a month, you also can get a lot more content, including interviews and a little bit more the podcast, access to the podcast, things of that nature. So if you get a chance, subscribe to my newsletter. I will have the information in all the information that I'm putting for this video. You can check that out. You go to the link in my bio if you're on Instagram. It is. I think this is probably some of the better content I've put out over the years that I've been putting out content. So I recommend you go check that out. I'm just gonna keep on building, and I'm gonna keep on adding more content for you guys. And at $5 a month, it's a steal. So go check that out. Grapes and Sand is the marker. If you're on Substack and you're looking for my my newsletter, it's Grapes and Sand. So anyway, with that being said, guys, question of the day: what is your favorite GSM blend? They're all over the place. You get GSM is popular in Santa Barbara in California, popular in Australia, popular in France, of course. It's popular everywhere. Where's your favorite GSM blend coming from? Guys, until next time, cheers.